So we're about to do the thing we were going to do to the walls, except it's not what we talked about in our previous video. We're definitely going to cover them, but not with anything we discussed before. We found a compromise, and it's different.
To say the least, yeah, it's going to be different.
It's different. I'm excited. So what we decided to go with was a reclaimed lumber-ish look.
Yeah.
So this is the original product we were going to go with. Resawn look to it, or just kind of the weathered look. We decided to go with the Resawn. We like the way it looks rustic wise, very simple. No, it's not shiplap. No, it's not tongue and groove. It's not beadboard. It's not wainscoting, but it's rustic. But I had to take some time to paint it because we did not like the color. At first we did, but once we got here, we realized it wasn't as white as we thought, and it didn't blend with the color we are going with. So this color is Evergreen Fog.
Evergreen fog.
It is Evergreen Fog. This is not 100% what it will look like because, of course, this is just a test paint onto the side. But this is the light sage-ish green color we're rolling with. And this is what we're putting up on the walls. As you can tell, which I'll have to show you in a video, I took some time this morning painting all this for the first coat, and it's going to get a second coat. So we painted it. There is a difference in the color. And you can still see the Resawn. Do you mind? Thank you. And it will go up, give us that Resawn look, and just pop. The paint we choose is an enamel washable paint. It's actually kind of expensive. Either way. So I'll show you a quick clip of me working on it this morning. We're going to get started on this, and then we're going to do some wall work. After that, we need to prime all the cabinets, all the faces, all the framework, and get it ready for the green paint. I don't know if we're going to get to the green paint in this video, but we're definitely going to get to the walls and get all that set up and done. Watch as we transform this space. Anything to say, love?
No, that's not what I was going with.
What? Okay, well, go ahead and say something to them.
Well, I like this because it was my way of getting my non-pine.
But it's pine.
Not the one I wanted.
Oh, okay.
So this was a good compromise between him and I.
Yep, definitely.
I didn't want beadboard, and he didn't like shiplap.
I didn't like the shiplap. She didn't like the beadboard. We still wanted a rustic fill. I really didn't want to go tongue groove pine because I just didn't want the pine, honestly. This is still made of pine, but it gives that rustic look. We both really like the Resawn look, so that's the side we're going to roll with. We're going to stagger them and get them set up. We're going to start by doing this wall so we can get this fridge put back. Then we'll work our way through here. I've already taken a bunch of time to prep this window. Roll B footage. Cleaned the window and got everything ready. We're actually going to take the inside weather side of this to do the inside to trim this out for the time being. I know that trim's not going to stay permanently because we will be replacing this window with a energy efficient window. It's just that's not in the budget right now to get to a finished point in here for the time being. It's mostly exterior work. It can be handled later. But we do want it to look good for the time being. So we'll trim it all out, get it all set up. We're going to there. You ready to get to work?
Mm-mm.
What?
Mm-mm.
Let's do this. All right, well. Oh, it just doesn't attach by itself. Okay, so the instructions on this American planking basically explain staggering it, nailing into the studs, using the proper brad nails, and using adhesive all at the same time. So we're just basically going to follow the instructions and hope that this stuff goes up and looks as good as the picture does.
Wouldn't that be disappointing?
It would be very disappointing if it didn't look like the picture. So the simplicity of it apparently is just run your adhesive.
Okay, guys, my adhesive is not cooperating. Note to self, this adhesive sucks. That is an ugly adhesive job. That is an ugly adhesive job.
I don't know, guys. What do you think so far? I know we can't tell.
A bit.
So one thing that we did, like I said, I pre-painted it. All I gotta do is fill those little nubs, and we're gonna paint it again after it's up and done and complete. That way, the second coat of paint will go very quick and smooth before we get our countertops brought in here. So. Speaking of countertops, we won't be putting the tile up until we get the countertops in. As one of our awesome viewers did state, and it dawned on me the following morning after that tired evening of work, we can't do the tile until the countertops are up. It's just, your tile usually starts at the top right here of the countertop. We'll be able to get the backer up, but not the actual tile. So we're also changing the color of our tile to match this bright white. So we've got a nice bright white, super clean looking kitchen. All right, back to work. What do you think?
I like it.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti. 48 on the nose. What do you nose? Really? What do you nose?
All right, we're on day 2 of getting the wall panels put up. Yesterday we worked on it for about 8 hours. Definitely a lot more work because of all the fine little cuts we had to deal with. But we're getting there. We're chugging along. Stephanie's out getting some groceries and some more paint and some supplies that we need. So I'm going to wrap all this up while she gets the products we need. And then she'll come back and start painting the second coat we need on everything. So let's keep going. What shows are crooked out? Anything else? My goodness. Here's your little windowsill.
Thank goodness, that's awesome.
It's miniature.
I like it. This looks freaking cool.
You sure you don't want that painted?
I'm sure. Leave it alone.
This?
Yep.
Okay. You got one slight different color?
Yep. That's fine. It's just the inside of the window. That looks so cool.
All right, this is morning number 3. So, what? That took some work.
I know.
This took a lot more work than what we expected to put up. A lot of little cuts. A lot of little cuts.
Yeah.
So, but we've made it. We got it here. You can see it is very bright, very white, clean look. I'm going to show a close-up-ish picture so you can kind of get a feel for what it looks like up close to see what we're talking about with the resawn marks and kind of a rustic look to it, but still white and clean and vibrant. This is a very washable paint, so it should, anything splatters on the wall, wipe it right off. So, what do you think of it, love?
I'm happy with it, finally.
Finally.
Do you remember what it used to look like?
Yeah, and
Gold and orange.
this is a huge difference.
Chill.
Very clean, very bright. It's going to brighten the kitchen up so well, which is why we're decided to change our subway tile from that bone white to a bright white, because it's just going to blend right in. That section is going to be subway tile for grease splatters and stuff like that, because it's just going to wipe off compared to anything else that could be on the wall. That is usually the area you have the most issue. So, what do we still have to do? We've got, oh man,
With the counter.
we still got to get the counters, and like I said, we cannot actually place the tile until we get the countertop. Before we get the countertop, obviously you can see there's a little bit of a primer up here. I think our next video is going to be us priming and painting these upper cabinets, because we don't want anything to drip down onto the new stuff. You can see we've kind of gotten started. One, I have to teach my wife how to do the primer. It's something new she's never done before, because we want these to be super flat and smooth. So I'll show all of you how I do it. Yes, we could spray it, but over the years I've learned how to do this with brushes and rollers, as long as you have the right type. So, as long as you've got the right type of brushes and rollers, you can make this flat and smooth. And one of the tricks that I do in between, you're going to have to watch the next video and I'll show you. It's the secret as to what makes these flat and smooth while brushing and rolling. So, but yeah, we love the way it looks. Like I say, so we got the cabinets. What? We've got the cabinets to paint, primer, paint, upper, lower. Countertops still need done. The new sink's got to go into the new countertop, the new faucet, all that, new plumbing. Still got to trim out the bottom. We still have to complete the main wall under the picture window from the wood stoves, heat shield, and then all the way along the bottom. I'm not sure that we're going to be keeping your wood panel look over there, are we?
I don't know yet.
Didn't you say you wanted to paint it, at least that whole entire wall?
Oh, well, we'll paint it, but...
Yeah. So I think we might be painting that whole wall all the way down the hallway. It'll be a long paint. What else is still left in here? This light.
Well, I don't know why you guys are hating on the light. I like it.
She likes that light. I think it belongs in somebody's shop, and we need something like one of them cool rotatable ones that point in different directions on a track. That's me. Let us know in the comments. But yeah, this was a lot of work getting these in. It took an extra coat of paint that we didn't expect. Feeling some of the cracks was a little bit of effort, because we didn't like the cracks when we saw them, the gaps,
Mm-hmm.
like you would have in shiplaps and stuff. We didn't really like them, so we wanted them filled in. One of the cool things that I use, so you guys have used sealants, caulk, all that stuff. This still has about yay much left in it. And so what I end up doing is I buy these cool little red caps. I'll have them in the description, and they just slide over. And it's like having a brand new tip on it all over again. And then when you're ready, you just take it off. So we had to use that in between on these couple of days. Definitely don't use the first adhesive I was using. That stuff was horrible. Like, it did not want to come out of the tube. The second version I bought, the premium construction version, way better. It says 3 times stronger. I hope if we ever want to pull this down, it's not 3 times harder. Probably will be.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's how far we got. Tons of fun, tons of work. We went ahead and laid out around where we know the cabinet's going to be over there. The upper cabinet, the lower cabinet. That's something else we still have to do, is that upper cabinet and the lower cabinet. Like I said in the last video, we're waiting on those in the order. So when they arrive, they'll go up pretty quick and simple. Hopefully they're here just before we're ready to do the countertops so that we can go ahead and get them primed and painted. So we look forward to seeing you on our next video, where we'll probably have this all primed and painted and you'll see some color. We still got to do the end caps. I got to go pick those up this week so we can get all those primed and painted to match. We still have the ugly countertop because we want to be able to remove it to do the priming and the painting down below. It's just going to make it easier for us.
You look pretty behind our new kitchen.
I look pretty behind our new kitchen. Pretty silly. Trimming that out on the inside looks pretty cool. We do plan on actually doing a frame here. And I'm actually going to take, I don't know if you guys know how, you can cut these PVC blinds down. I'm going to cut it down and set it so that it's inside the window frame and within the windowsill. We made an itty bitty miniature windowsill, only sticks out about 3/4 of an inch. It's kind of cool. But then we put the blind inside of it so that it's not on the surface, and then trim this out with a nice, cool looking trim, and then a proper windowsill. But I don't want to put the windowsill in until we know exactly where the faucet's going to stop.
Yeah.
So, but we will be putting the blind within the windowsill. That way it's not on the surface. It's just kind of a more modernized look, and I think I'll like it a lot better. I think you'll like it a lot better. Plus, it'll give us a reason to put some trim around it, decorative trim, and then probably paint the decorative trim to match the cabinets, just because it'll kind of give it its own thing. Picture window. So
We'll see.
we'll see. As usual, like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll see you during the next video.
Your long pauses kill me.
Sorry. May I have my 2-foot level, please?
If I can find it.
It should be right there.
Right where? Oh. I just need you to keep things in their places.
I don't know where. I don't know that we need to do this, but okay, yeah. So I guess it's the same. It's not really going to affect anything.
Put this right here so we know where it's at.
Right there. That way we can go to here. I probably need to major it.
Oh gosh, that really is gray, isn't it? I didn't realize that.
This isn't going to be fun. Yay. First challenge!
Should you accept this challenge, you have to finish the rest.
I don't like this game. 1 down and 90 to go. Oh wait, I still have to cut it. Cut it. 1 down, 90 to go. Be right back. Gotta go cut something.
You only have 6 to cut.
Lots of cuts. Every one of those have to be cut. All along the bottom has to be cut. Every one of those have to be cut.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot more than you think to cut. Lots and lots and lots and lots. Grab some safety glasses, get this done, put it on. Then we're going to go into fast mode.